Well, it didn't take too long for the upsets to be sprung in the Big East tournament. This is Adesina Koiki on the floor of Madison Square Garden in New York City, recapping day one of the 2015 Big East men's basketball tournament and recapping day one of our coverage of March Madness on A Lot of Sports Talk and ALOTofSportsTalk.com. So once again, day one of the Big East tournament, 2 games and 2 seed upsets. In the second game, the number 10 seed, the Creighton Blue Jays, defeating the DePaul Blue Demons, the number 7 seed, by a score of 78-63. The Creighton Blue Jays got 32 points from their bench. The bench really gave Creighton a spark in this ball game. Another player who gave the Blue Jays a spark, James Milliken, the junior college transfer, scoring 22 points in the ball game, including 3 three-pointers, leading the Blue Jays to victory and leading the Blue Jays to a quarterfinal round meeting tomorrow night against the number 2 seed, the Georgetown Hoyas. In our first game, the 8-9 matchup, it was the number 9 seed Marquette Golden Eagles with a dominating performance, a 78-56 victory over the number 8 seed, the Seton Hall Pirates. In the ball game, Matt Carlino, the sharpshooting lefty, 26 points, including 8 three-pointers in the contest. Those 8 three-pointers tying a Big East tournament record originally set by Dana Barros of Boston College all the way back in 1989. And after the game, I spoke with Matt Carlino one-on-one, and my first question to him was, did he have a feeling going into this game that he was going to have a record-setting shooting performance? His answer may surprise you.
Actually, I couldn't hit a shot in warm-ups, so I always have confidence in myself that I'm going to make shots, but the basket definitely didn't look as big as I thought it would in warm-ups, but I just started hitting them in the game. So,
how many other times have you had your shot not look good in warm-ups and then you come out and during the game and just rip and have a good game?
It's hit or miss. Once a few go down. They were playing me pretty tight, so every open look I got, or even a little bit of daylight, I felt pretty thankful, so I knew I had to knock it down.
A lot of teams play you very tight because of your shooting ability. What's the most important part in terms of getting good looks despite the defenses being geared to stop you?
It's really all my teammates. They're setting great screens for me, and then Derek delivering the ball on time, and just trying to move without the ball, but it's really all them.
Was it important to jump on top of the Pirates early? That's what you guys did, and you never really let up. Was it a point of emphasis to get on them early?
Yeah, everything just kind of clicked. We played well today, and they kind of couldn't hit shots early, and we did. They kind of fought back at the beginning, though, and then we just kind of held them off, started knocking down some shots, and then we had it working today.
How big was that, I believe, Steve Taylor 3 that hit off the glass? Seton Hall cut it to 10. It goes to 13 right at halftime. Did you think that was a pivotal moment, if not the pivotal moment of the game with Seton Hall coming back?
Yeah, that was huge. We haven't had a lot of games going into half with momentum, so for him to hit that shot was huge for us. And it translated. We did start out the second half pretty good.
What is this team's mentality going into this Big East tournament? Not the season that you would have wanted, but it's almost a second chance. Is that something that has resonated in the locker room? This is your second chance to do what you believe you guys would have done this season?
Yeah, we're just trying to, we got a new life. So, and I feel like we're playing good basketball right now. We're getting better. We're playing our best basketball of the year. So, just trying to crash the dance.
How important has your leadership been, or have you tried to show leadership to this team in terms of tournament play, since you've had tournament experience with BYU? So have you tried to impart knowledge and wisdom to the team about being in a tournament scenario?
Yeah, I have, tournament experience, as do other guys on the team. And, Coach Wojo has a ton of tournament experience, as do the assistants on the team. So, there's a lot of experience in March. So I think everyone just kind of, telling the younger guys how it is and how we got to win in March. And, you can only tell someone so much until it's actually happens and the actions come forth. That's when it becomes real.
How many times have you slapped the floor on defense like Coach Wojo during his playing days?
I've done it once this year. But, yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah, it was in Orlando. We were playing I think it was against Tennessee in Orlando. So the whole team did it.
And then after that, just put it on the shelf.
Yeah. That's his move. So, yeah.
So the Marquette Golden Eagles advancing to the quarterfinal round of the Big East tournament, where they will take on the #1 seed, the Villanova Wildcats. As a matter of fact, tip-off of that game will be in about 11 hours time. So a short turnaround for the Marquette Golden Eagles. Already a tall order trying to defeat the #1 seed, the Villanova Wildcats. They'll have to do it on very short rest. Villanova 16-2 in conference play. So stay tuned to a lot of sports talk and a lot of sportstalk.com, where we will have a written recap of day one of the Big East tournament. We also will have an interview with Creighton's Will Artino, one of the bench players who performed very well in Creighton's victory against DePaul tonight. And also we will have coverage of day one across the river of the Atlantic 10 tournament in Brooklyn, New York. That tournament starting tonight as well in the first round. Fordham winning in the first round, as well as Duquesne. Michael Castellano has coverage of day one of the Atlantic 10 tournament from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. So once again, the Creighton Blue Jays as well as the Marquette Golden Eagles advancing to the quarterfinal round of the Big East tournament here at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. From New York City and Madison Square Garden, my name is Adesina Koiki for ALOSTsportstalk.com.